Today, a yak came charging at us. We were damn scared. And that is how we learn to face our fears. Hi, I'm Amit Chilka. I'm a 10x success coach. I catalyze peak performance for individuals and organizations. Welcome to the 8th episode of my video series, 18 insanely practical lessons for you to achieve 10x success. These lessons have been derived from my anniversary celebrations trek to the Everest Base Camp. On the 7th day of the trek today, we were to hike up from Port Sitanga to Pangboche at an altitude of 3985 meters. We began our walk by snaking around the clear waters of the river, thinking of the good times that we spent yesterday by its banks. We walked for a while, then crossed over on the other side before we began our steep ascent. We had just begun taking our baby steps, and then we heard a scream. We were all startled. Before we could understand what happened, we saw a yak appearing from nowhere and charging at us. We all panicked. We didn't know what to do. Then we heard our guide asking us to calm down and hide behind a gigantic rock that was on the way. We did as instructed. With breath caught in our throat, we saw the yak pass by. It ran over the bridge, crossed over the other side, and disappeared in the thickets. Whoosh! We heaved a sigh of relief. As we began to climb, I began to wonder what just happened. Who was really afraid of whom? I mean, we definitely were afraid of the yak, but I believe that the yak was more afraid of us. It probably was grazing in the greens on the mountain slopes. And when it saw 29 of us march towards it, it probably was caught unaware. Not knowing what to do, it ran helter-skelter, panicking all of us. I was able to find a lot of similarities between the yak in this scenario and our fears. We are afraid of a lot of things, and because we are afraid, we keep procrastinating. We do not take the steps that we should have taken towards our goals. Has that ever happened to you? Comment yes if it has. No, if it hasn't. Fear is the single biggest thing that holds us back. Overcoming fear, thus, is one of the keys or vital elements for you to achieve 10x success. So let me share with you 3 best possible strategies for you to overcome fear and achieve 10x success. Strategy number 1 is to be aware of what fear really is. Fear is a natural thing, but where does it come from? It comes from nobody but us. Yes, it is a result of our imagination of the possible negative consequences that might occur. Psychologists opine that fear is an acronym for fantasized experiences appearing real. You probably think that this might happen and are scared. So the best way to get started is to stop thinking of these negative things or the negative probabilities that might happen. I know it's difficult, but baby steps will always help you get started. You need to muster the courage to accept that there are few things which are beyond your control. So do not worry about it. Strategy number 2 is to face your fears before starting out. Do you remember my video on Paint Your Future? When you have painted your future and are aware of what future really holds for you, you are going to be putting yourself on the path of 10x success. Here is an add-on tip. When you paint your future, you also think of what probably might go wrong. And when you have thought about it, you also will now think about if that happens, what you could do. Largely, those things might not happen. Because contemplating on the possibilities of the fear, you have already lived it and eliminated it from happening. Strategy number 3 is to weigh the pros and cons. Let's say you have charted out a path for yourself which mandates the occurrence of the worst thing that you fear. What do? Weigh the pros and cons. What are the cons of giving in to your fears? Is that acceptable to you? And then, what are the pros of taking proactive action and facing your fears even before they occur? Act accordingly. So what would you like to do? Be fueled by fear or face them? Do share with me in the comments below. And if you need my help in overcoming your fears, do write to me at amit@amitchilka.com. I'd be more than glad to help you.